I stream that new T.I., man, that new T.I. shit, right one, that shit on fire. Tip, we want to see them old schools at the car show. ATL, let Tip know after y'all stream that new shit, that shit hot.
What starts as a single diss record suddenly multiplies into 3, with an entire family grabbing the mic at once. Is this an extraordinary show of unity, or the early stages of one of hip-hop's most unexpected feuds? And where exactly does Rick Ross factor into all of this? After chiming in about that viral 50 Cent shirt, it began to feel bigger than music. It felt organized. The chain reaction began when King Harris released a bold diss track that immediately sparked conversation across blogs and social platforms. Soon after, T.I. answered with his own record. Before long, Dominique stepped in with Miss Jackson, keeping the momentum alive. What unfolded looked less like coincidence and more like a coordinated lyrical campaign. A family presenting a united creative front, each voice adding its own perspective. Online observers quickly pointed out the solidarity. Whenever one member steps into the spotlight, the others appear ready to reinforce the message. King reportedly escalated the intensity, igniting debate about how far he's willing to push things artistically. Dominique, recognized by supporters for sharp lyricism, delivered Miss Jackson with confident wordplay that had listeners dissecting every line. The Miss Jackson cover art, a house engulfed in flames, fueled speculation. Some interpreted it as symbolism for turmoil, hardship, or personal conflict, though no official explanation was offered. Regardless of the meaning, the imagery amplified the drama. The family's collective energy captured attention across the hip-hop landscape, turning what might have been a routine exchange into a headline-grabbing moment. At one point, old footage resurfaced from a past news appearance, which King later reposted as part of the ongoing exchange. Commentators suggested that the Miss Jackson concept might even echo a historical callback, referencing when Ja Rule publicly mentioned 50 Cent's mother during their well-known rivalry, a clash that once dominated headlines and redefined the limits of rap beef. Meanwhile, many believe Rick Ross has been quietly observing for years, given his long-standing friction with 50 Cent. As the newest diss tracks gained traction, blogs highlighted Ross' reactions, sharing screenshots of his comments. Under King's photo featuring the now-viral shirt, Ross reportedly wrote, "Hey, say I need that T in a 3K, lil bro," a remark that quickly stirred conversation. He also commented on Dominique's post, saying, "Let it burn," which fans interpreted as encouragement to keep the lyrical sparring alive. Later, Ross added another brief but attention-grabbing message. Miss Jackson noticed it's hot. That short comment circulated rapidly, intensifying the buzz. Given Ross' history with 50 Cent, few were surprised to see him engage. He had previously shown public support for T.I.'s single, urging fans to stream it and praising it as fire, a cosign that blogs at the time described as significant. Now, with both King and Dominique participating, Ross' visible support across multiple posts deepened the intrigue. Commentators are calling this one of the most unusual rap clashes in recent memory, a father and his sons releasing 3 diss tracks in quick succession. It's a rare occurrence in hip-hop culture. Supporters frame it as a powerful display of unity, each artist standing firmly behind the message. Critics, however, question whether escalating as a collective raises the stakes too quickly. As for 50 Cent, many believe he's watching carefully. Some online voices argue he may be falling behind in this particular round. Others remind critics of his reputation for strategy and unexpected comebacks. Fans often describe his approach as patient and calculated, someone who prefers long-term pressure over immediate reaction. If history is any indication, he's unlikely to disengage once a public rivalry is underway. Most analysts agree that this back and forth is unlikely to affect his broader business ventures. 50 Cent remains an established entrepreneur with multiple successful projects beyond music. Observers note that he continues operating at a high professional level. Yet many fans believe shaping the online narrative matters to him just as much as chart performance. Social media has long been one of his strongest arenas, where sharp humor and bold posts keep him in headlines. The conversation has also expanded into a broader debate about limits in rap rivalries. Some artists push boundaries in diss tracks. Others avoid deeply personal references. Critics and supporters alike have referenced past disputes, including his documented friction with Irv Gotti, as examples of how intense these exchanges can become. Older controversies have resurfaced as well, including remarks 50 Cent made following the passing of Michael K. Williams. At the time, media outlets linked those comments to prior industry tensions. Critics argue certain statements cross lines, while supporters counter that rivalry and history often shape public reactions. Those moments are now being re-examined as people analyze his current strategy. Another flashpoint involved a t-shirt design featuring a family member's image that spread rapidly across blogs and social platforms. Reactions were split. Some called it daring, others called it daring, others called it unnecessary. Screenshots continue circulating, fueling debate as focus shifts toward public perception. Opinions remain divided regarding T.I.'s involvement and overall role in the situation. The split reactions once again highlight how passionate and polarized hip-hop audiences can be. The same division applies to 50 Cent. Some view his tactics as calculated and on-brand. Others question whether they go too far. Once rivalries unfold online, the battleground becomes engagement. Who controls the story? Who delivers the sharpest punchline? And who generates the loudest response? In today's digital landscape, success is often measured by clicks, shares, and comment sections filled with disbelief or applause. Analysts suggest these moments are less about traditional rap supremacy and more about commanding real-time attention. Rick Ross appears well aware of this formula. Observers note that whenever tensions with 50 Cent resurface, Ross responds visibly online, knowing blogs will amplify the interaction. By doing so, he taps into the same digital strategy that has kept rap feuds trending for years. Commentators add that Ross skillfully blends rivalry with promotion, highlighting his own ventures and projects while engaging opponents. Some have even linked past exchanges involving Jadakiss and Styles P to the broader historical context shaping today's narrative. Competitive tension has always been woven into hip-hop culture. Once artists enter that arena, scrutiny and sharp responses are almost guaranteed. At least for now, some online voices suggest 50 Cent is facing coordinated resistance from multiple angles. Others believe he's pacing himself, waiting for the perfect opportunity to respond decisively. Supporters of King argue he's equally prepared to remain engaged if the exchange continues. Fans are also debating boundaries. Do social media posts count as official responses? Can silence be more strategic than a diss verse? Every angle is being examined in real time. Meanwhile, supporters on both sides fuel momentum with memes, remixes, and reaction videos. The audience has become part of the narrative. This moment reflects a broader shift in hip-hop. Battles are no longer confined to studios or radio freestyles. They unfold across timelines, comment sections, and live streams. The artist who adapts fastest to that environment often gains the advantage. For now, both sides appear firm. The family's coordinated releases continue drawing attention, while 50 Cent's calculated online presence keeps supporters confident. The rivalry grows more layered by the day. Reaction channels dissect every frame, every lyric, every caption as if it's part of a larger chess match. Some fans see the unified drops as a show of strength. Others believe 50 Cent is intentionally letting anticipation build, waiting for the perfect moment to shift the narrative. What's clear is that both camps understand today's media cycle. A single post can dominate headlines for hours. A well-timed reply can reset the conversation overnight. At this stage, the feud feels bigger than music. It's about image, strategy, timing, and who truly commands the culture's attention. The family's united front has undeniably disrupted the balance, but history suggests 50 Cent rarely stays silent forever. So the lingering question remains, will he deliver a major response, or continue playing the long game online? Which side holds this round? The family standing together, or 50 Cent preparing a comeback few expect? The story is still unfolding, and the next move could shift everything once again.